face-off down low. A little bit of a fracas going on. Hoffman comes in, and there we go! Hoffman and Wasbrough. Hoffman feeding Wasbrough. Getting him on top and back of the helmet. It's just going to hurt Hoffman's hand until he can get his helmet off. He goes left now. Going a bit southpaw. Feeding him in. Wasbrough and Hoffman still going. The linesman holding up. Wait until they tire out. And even Nigel Boniface holding Hoffman's boom back. Hoffman with lowering it on Wasbrough, and really not much on that one.
Not much on that one right at this moment, but this game's a long way from over, folks. I'll tell you, there could be a rematch in this one, but it all started with Wasbrough and Clancy having a few words down there and Hoffman coming in, but Wasbrough not dropping his gloves, just holding on to Hoffman, who was definitely throwing lefts, then he changed and go right. But it all started right here. You'll see Wasbrough comes in, gives Clancy a shove, a little stick, few words. Hoffman comes in there, say, hey, look it, buddy, if you want to go, let's go right now. And he starts wailing.
Hoffman taking the 2+2 for roughing. He goes for the turnaround shot, misfires, puck bouncing. Those aren't easy shots to do, folks. Now we see him emptying an open ice hit against Matthew. They corral into Shervin. So Bizzo maybe heard me.
I think he did, yeah. So that Rothwell guy's calling me up here. Gotta do something. No, I mean, but that's the sort of thing they need. They need somebody to start. They need somebody to step up and take control of this game, right? And if it takes a hit, or if it takes a slash, or it takes a fight, then somebody's got to step up and do it, and that's what they've got to do. Bizzo out there a moment, throwing a couple hits around, taking Mattier on, and says, hey, I'll take Shervin as well. And just those little things can spark a team up.
There you can see him giving a little look to the crowd. Little sly look through the glass. And Shervin, and there's another big hit. London's starting to count the hits up a little bit. Another big hit against Cale Short. He just pins up Bizzo against the boards. Clancy and Hode working as well. Shervin having a hard time getting the trapper down on that, and again, Niker in there with McCosh. McCosh losing his footing. But Shervin down.
Shervin's down.
It's not good for the Sheffield Steelers. You can see he's maybe a guy fell on the back of his leg.
Going Weaver taking out Bizzo there, getting him out. A couple other body checks being thrown. They're starting to get a little bit more aggressive in the Sheffield end zone.
Here we go.
But now we got a fight
Weaver
going.
and Niker. And Weaver with a quick shot, quick left on Niker. He's got the big claw on. Niker's just talking to him.
Niker trying to get his balance at the moment, just trying to get himself set and loose. You got a couple heavyweights going here.
I'll tell you what, Weaver doing a good job stepping in there against Niker, saying that we're not going to back down to any of the big boys. Weaver can throw him himself. Niker just...
There we go, there's a right.
With a quick shot on Weaver.
Sort of cheeky right coming in on for Weaver.
Well, he waited long enough. I'm sure we'll see round two. Niker chirping to Weaver.
Well, this dance is definitely not over. Their card will be marked again, I'm pretty sure, before this night's out.
And Gary, you talk about what it takes to fire teams up. Jason Weaver taking a 2+2 roughing call.
I think Nikar off the back's going to have the same 2+2, but I think he's going to have an extra 10 thrown on top of it.
He does, 2+2 plus 10. Personal misconduct penalty.
He'll get the 2 for 2 for roughing, but he'll get the 10-minute for the instigation of it.
Howden Craigwell. Bizzo. Oh, big hit from Vial. And Bizzo comes right back in, folks. This ain't over. Both red both London Knights defensemen come in. Again, all guys looking to look after each other. No one can get outnumbered.
Well, this has definitely got their fans standing on their feet here. All the action's coming in, and it's Bezo again right in the middle of it. I think Bezo's going to step up, and he's going to be the man to get this London Knights back on track. Right down here off this, again, you'll see Shervin comes in, Bezo comes in right on top of him, and then everybody else piles back in. There's going to be some penalties on this play.
Well, this game is just starting. Dennis Vial getting a 2+2 for roughing. Bezo just going to get the 2-minute for roughing. So the London Knights are going to be on the power play here. As we said, just over half.
And it was just intercepted right at the red line by a Sheffield player. And Boniface was watching it all the way. So he's going to go out there. Ooh.
Just dribbles behind. Sure,
That's in the net.
Mid-net. Bezo giving it some to the Sheffield Steelers fans here, as a rebound was right on the doorstep and he hammered it in. It's 4-2.
Well, that's persistence, and that's the guy that sparked this whole thing up at the beginning. Andy Bezo going in there, and a little drop over to Wetzel, who has a quick look over, takes a shot off. Shervin comes up with a save, loses it. She just lands right on Bezo's stick, and he hacks it right in the back of the net.
All of a sudden become a crowd favorite here at the Sheffield Arena. Watch the hit here.
Oh. Sit down.
And it turns around, it's in the net! Unbelievable! I'll tell you what, this guy is not going to be too popular around here, but he's fun to watch.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, we said that before. It needs somebody to stand up and take control of this game. And Bezo has just laid a huge hit on Dennis Vial. Right here, you'll see Bezo lining him up all the way. Holt sets him up. Bezo sits him down. And then it's just Jeff Holt coming in here, just throwing one in behind Shervin. And they are back in this game. Wow, that's a big hit.
That elbow is pretty high.
Elbow or not, obviously the referee didn't catch any of it, and that's throwing Sheffield off, but the London Knights are back in this game.
Well, Jeff sends it down low, Wansborough shielding the puck. Good work to spin away, get it to Kenny from the shot, shoots it in the net! Just like that! And we also got a penalty call on the play. The London Knights level it at 4, and then Clancy takes a roughing call as he hits Kenny in the back of the head.
So it's Mark Hussey who ties this ball game up at 4 apiece. And it's nice work below from London. Hussey just unloading a shot right in front there. Wansborough doing a good job to keep control of it, just gets it loose. Nice little kick back from out of skate. Hits to Kenny. Kenny throws it back to Hussey. And it's back in the net to tie this game up for him. Absolutely, he's a competitor. And, you know, 11 weeks off, you're just so hungry to get back in there. And it's in the net!
Oh, just as you were talking, the London Knights work it down. And
wow. Can you believe this? What a comeback from the London Knights. And I think this goal is going to be going to Mike Ware.
Or Niker.
Or Barry Niker as well. They both had their arms up at the same time, but let's have a look here. You'll see it right there. Working behind. There's Mike Ware going in from front of the shot. Gets himself planted. No. I don't know. It could be. It looks like it could have been a tip in. We'll see it closer here. That's hard to say.
Here we go. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think Mike
Niker, yeah, I think it deflected off a Sheffield player.
Mike Blaisdell calling a timeout. saying, why, guys, why we had such a commanding stranglehold on this game, and all of a sudden we're letting it slip.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be disappointed. I mean, I think the guys have got to raise their game out. I mean,
Sheffield Steelers wish it was. It's in the net! Folks, Grant Sherman, I thought he had his glove on it. We were going to have a whistle. Then all of a sudden, the net bulged. And the London Knights are leading 6-4.
I think Todd Wetzel getting on the end of this one, just hacking at it again. You'll see here, they get the shot, they drive to the net, on his back, on his knees, and in the net. Yet Todd Wetzel, look, he gets knocked down, stays there, they keep his vision on it, and just whacks at it. And it beats Sherman again. So now they're 6-4, 2 goals up. What a turn of events here.
Rob Kenny across the Bice. Bice pulls it in for the shot. He misses the net. Now Ed Courtney. Sheffield needs someone to step it up. They need this guy too. He's got 1 goal already. He's out there with that high scoring line with Wynn, who's got the puck. Wynn now. Wynn all alone. Wynn. It's in the net!
Wynn scores. Wansboro's going to sit for 2 this time. Tit for tat out there as it was last time London scored. But I mean, what a comeback. And if you're ever going to want a goal, this is the line that's going to get it for you. Wynn, Junkin, and Courtney. Wynn just sees a lot of daylight and just goes for that net. Little fake, throws it to his backhand, slides it to the stick side of Kaplan. Look at this here. Little fake in, throws it, gets Kaplan going the wrong way.
Was he going for the pass?
I don't think he was going for the pass. I don't think he had any option. He was going low stick side, and that's where he went with it.
Well, there you can see the injured trio of from the left, Tommy Plover, Rob Wilson, and Hoffman, who left this game with an injured head. And there you can see Sean Wansborough, who took the 2-minute minor for roughing after the goal. So Sheffield on the power play. Got a couple of power play goals so far. And McCosh gets it back to Noble. Sheffield will with it. 5-on-4. Steelers have a great chance to equalize. It's been a seesaw game, folks. And good work there. That shot comes in from the backhand. And then clear it right back the other way. Minute and 20 to go on Sheffield's power play. Kip Noble. Can hit Junkin. Now right up the middle. Burke's in all alone. Burke scores! Short-handed. Greg Burke with a burst of speed, and it's 7-5.
Ow, does that hurt? I was just going to mention to you, Nick, about taking stupid penalties, how that can hurt your team. Although it doesn't help them, but obviously Greg Burke getting on the end of this one right here. Great pass up to split Burke. Catches the Sheffield defenseman flat-footed again. Goes to his backhand and slides it in behind Servant. What a goal. What a big goal for the London Knights.
Forget about trying to predict the winner in this one. Mike Blaisdell, Gary, we talked about getting a few gray hairs. I think he's proud enough. Works it with Craigwell. Craigwell out front. Vial spins and shoots on the backhand. That one's in front. Vial and Ash, here we go. What's going to happen here?
Oh,
Bizzo comes in. Here we go. Vial and Bizzo. Vial hammering Bizzo in the back of the head as he slips. Bizzo just came charging in to nail Vial.
6'1" against 5'10". 5'10" against 6'1". That's how it started.
And 5'10" ain't giving up.
He's still scrapping.
to watch Short and Matt here, see if they drop any lower.
Wow, look at here, right here. All Craigwell gets one out in front. Viel fights for it. Ash and him go in. Holt comes in. And then watch right there. Bang. Bezo just hammers from behind. And now they're going at it. Viel throwing a couple haymakers there. But I've got to say, there's probably, I mean, it's close to getting maybe a 10-minute from hitting from behind call on that.
So Dennis Viel getting a 2+2 for roughing, plus a 10 misconduct. And they'll have to stay. Bezo gets 2+2, but he gets 2 for roughing and also the 2 for charging. Then a 10-minute misconduct. Referee Nigel Boniface handing out those to keep those guys in the box so that nothing else develops, but they have to stay in case there's overtime. Weiss chips it out. Cale Short tries to get it down, but can't. Shervin plays it. Junkin. McCosh again. Bill Junkin right out front. Win another crack at it. London come back. Claudio Scremin has Hode driving. Can drop it to Burke. Drives to the net. It's in!
Beautiful.
Jeff Hode collects another hat trick. Unbelievable as the London Knights now look to get a real stranglehold on this one. But then again, we saw the Steelers with one earlier on.
Well, it's not over till it's over. But, I mean, you'll see here, look at that. Claudio Scremin just gets a good run in. Jeff Hode breaks to the net, and that's all they've been doing is just breaking to the net. Good things happen, and it's just a nice little tap in to beat Shervin right there. Just getting by the Sheffield defense and in behind him shouldn't have happened, but he has done, and he's got 3 for himself for tonight's game.
Well, the London Knights have scored 8. The fans are leaving the building. That is it from the House of Steel. Chris McSorley and the London Knights found themselves 4-1 down to the Sheffield Steelers. Then all of a sudden, they started to play a little bit more physical, got a bit of momentum, and pegged it back against Mike Blaisdell's men. They blew the lead. Jeff Hode grabbed the hat trick. The London Knights go on to win 8-5 as they made the trip up the M1. Saw 13 goals in this game, an unbelievable game. We can now have a look at all of the highlights. Started back in the first. Jeff Hode gave the London Knights the lead. Then Shane McCosh made it 1-1. The Sheffield Steelers offensive machine started to rock, and Craigwell made it 2-1. Then Big Ed Courtney gave him a 2-goal cushion. And then Clancy sniped it high over Cavlin's glove to make it 4-1. Then London started their comeback. Todd Wetzel. Opportunity. Jeff Hode's second goal. Made it 4-3 at the end of the second. The London Knights kept it rocking in the third. Hussey tied it at 4. Then Barry Niker gave the Knights the lead once again to make it 5-4. Wetzel came in to give the London Knights a 2-goal cushion to make it 6-4. Sheffield said, we're not going to roll over and die. Wynn made it 6-5. And then Burke, short-handed, busted through to regain a 2-goal cushion. And then Jeff Hode's hat-trick goal wrapped it up. That made it 8-5, and that's how it ends. Here at the House of Steel, the London Knights go top of the league.